Hello everyone and welcome back to VDRL. This is round 5 of the league Austria with a sprint weekend here. 10 turns at this track, very fast laps. A 103 is probably a good lap around here. We're gonna see a lot of action today. There will be a short sprint qualifying, then a 12 lap qualifying where drivers doesn't have to go out in the pits, and also they just need to manage their tires as best as possible. Then we're gonna have a short qualifying for the main race, which is 36 laps with very fast laps around here. A lot of people in the lobby right now, almost 14, and maybe waiting even on more people. So of course dynamic weather as always, and the formation lap is going to be this weekend, as I heard from uh, the creators of this league. Some changes on the driver lineup. A new driver, Smith, Smith led, who's going to be joining Oracle Red Bull Racing, and this is going to be driver lineup for today. Of course, Smith led joining today. I think he sent in his join today, and so this is driver lineup. Quota, D-Mag, John, Sir Leclerc. So the 2 Ferraris, 2 Aston Martins and 2 McLarens are joining today. Also the 2 Visa Cash App Visa Cash Apps, and yeah, one of the Red Bulls are joining. Yestin Boy, who is Smith led on the driver lineup. You can see. And also Baldia is going to join today too. So there will be a 15 or 16 people lobby even. It's going to be a lot of action and a lot of fun on the track for hopefully for all the drivers today. Yes, so yeah, yes, it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of action for you guys to see, and for all the drivers. These are the the standings after round 4 of the Australian GP. Ferrari back on the top, at the top with 92 points, overtaking 2 teams and going to first place, and Quota going to first place after a dominating victory at Australian Grand Prix, overtaking Quillis. Yeah, going to first place at the driver standings, with Thanos losing 2 places because he couldn't attend the last 2 races. But right now in this race he is here, and he could make a good run for the championship and try to get back on top in this race. Also Quillis staying at second place, and Formula Saif gaining 2 places. He got second in the last race, first and second in his first 2 races. Very great results from him. Now we can see these were the results of the Australian GP. Quota taking pole position and the race victory, and Formula Saif just missing out on that pole position in the qualifying, but he couldn't manage to try and beat Quota in the race. He got second place, with Quillis coming in third with some penalties, unfortunately, for him. John coming into fourth place, and D-Mag fifth. with Smithy closing out the top 10. So this is the calendar. Today is going to be round 5, a sprint weekend, as I said before. Spielberg with 10 turns only, and just around 104, 103 lap times. It's going to be a hell of a lot of fun, as we're starting in 15 seconds now. I'm gonna put it on the game. You can see a lot of people right in the lobby now, 15 to be exact, as we're gonna start sprint qualifying for the Austrian GP. Waiting for the drivers to ready up, and see what can they do in this race. As I said, some new faces joining the grid, as Harry has left the session, probably some connecting issues, as 2 people, Alex Sedge and Alexei, I think, and Letnim Yestim boy, I think, joining. I'm going to go and see the best laps of, and also lap data and track map, so we can see where the drivers are, as LFC Gamer is already going out from the pit box, and also one of the Aston Martins and one of the Alpines, both of the Ferraris going out. B-Mag and Quota right behind each other, as Yestin boy is still in the pits, but Madhu, Formula 5 is going out too. Willis is going out from the pit. The both of the McLaren still waiting to go out. Stanos is waiting to Mr. LFC Gamer, one of the first out of the track. Alex is going out too. And of the first peoples are Crash Dash, but I think the person we are looking forward to is this man right here, Mr. Quota, taking pole position last race. Let's see what he can do for the sprint qualifying. His teammates is right behind him. He's gonna let him by, maybe not. They're gonna get some slipstreams from each other, as Crash Dash has started his lap and LFC Gamer started his lap, but we're gonna see Quota now. What can he do here at the Austrian GP? Good first corner, doesn't invalidate, which is hard thing not to do in the first corner. So very tricky corner, and easy to invalidate there, as there's caution in sector 2. Little bit of locking up from Quota, but that's not gonna stop him. He's gonna go for another lap. He's gonna go for the lap still. Coming now, little bit of locking up again, but that's not unusual for this game. It's of course, it's only the game, I think. It doesn't really affect performance from him. Purple first sector, second sector purple. Now coming down to the last 2 corners, taking it wide, not invalidating, but on the edge, and not invalidating neither here. What's his time gonna be? It's going to be a 104.3 on the mediums though, so it's not a bad lap on the mediums at all. As Formula 5 go, second fastest with a 104.37, only 6 tenths behind Quota's medium lap. as yes, Team Boy comes to 4th place with a 107 on the softs. There was definitely a mistake for him, but he's going to try another one. Probably Medu come. Oh, that's probably not his lap. V17 Baldia comes to 4th place on the softs. It's not going to be enough to even try, I think, to get in the third places, but we're gonna see. LFC Gamer comes to 3rd place with a 104.9 with on the softs. It's definitely gonna get bumped down maybe after D-Max and everyone does their soft laps. As now maybe we can see John. Yeah, John's coming out to the pit lane, trying to get that lap in to maybe take her position for the sprint races, for the sprint race, as Sir Leclerc, Mashu, goes 5th fastest on the mediums. That's a very good sign for him to get in the top 10 very easily. He almost took a lot of people on the softs, and D-Mag on the mediums. Is now Alex goes for 4th place. Very good outcome from him too. He can definitely improve on that on the softs, which is a good sign, because he can definitely overtake Mr. LFC Gamer, who's on the softs and only 5,000 seconds ahead of him. And now everybody's in the pit except LFC Gamer, who's still pushing on the 3 lap softs, still trying to get that 1 or 2 tenths off of his time. You can see him using some overtake in corner on his steering wheel. As Formula Side is now on his outlap. Thanos comes to 11th place, probably not a real lap. Yeah, it was definitely not a real lap, as he gets a purple sector 1 on the softs, on the mediums, sorry, on the 2 laps old mediums. That was definitely just a warm-up lap. Again, goes fastest in the 1st sector. Can he do that again in the 2nd sector? Yes, he can. That's a purple 2nd sector. Now he just needs to finish his lap on 2 corners remaining. What can he do on this time around? Not invalidating at all everywhere, but on the edge of the track. Can he come home for 1st place? No, he cannot. He misses out by 2 tenths, but gets a purple 1st sector and purple 2nd sector. It's definitely some good signs for him. Maybe some mistakes in the 3rd sector, but he can definitely improve with some soft and fresh tires. As John comes on in the top 10, 7th place, but on the mediums. As now Formula Saif is on his lap. I think, yes, he's on his lap, pushing for that 1st place and try to get that soft lap, still a medium lap in, trying to beat quota, I think. He only needs to improve by 6 tenths, but he invalidates, and that's -1 lap for him going into the box now. Yes, he will. Maybe trying to put on the soft tires. Hello, D-Mag.
No, it's me. Sorry I haven't been doing the last few rounds. I've been busy with Carson. So yeah, I'm back. Sorry it's a bit late.
Oh yeah, so this is the other commentator who I think did commentating last 2 races before.
Yeah. Sorry, my power was gone the last time, so I couldn't do it. Sorry about that.
Okay. So yeah, Quota is on the lead. I'm gonna share my screen to you, maybe, or try at least. I don't know if you can see it now. Can you see my recording?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, well, if you want GTA Smith
The
TV.
hate, yeah. As I see the Mercedes in SQ1, we haven't really got that many qualifying sprints, so it's great to have some sprint weekends here in Austria.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
He's still on his outlap now. Or a second warm-up lap at least.
Oh my god, sorry about that. I was busy there. So Formula Scythe is getting really close to the Ferrari. It's only like about 60 thousandths the gap is.
Something happened to the Mercedes on the pit lane. Now Formula Scythe is on the softs. Back on the softs. Okay, you can just take it away.
But Formula Scythe, can he get this lap in to get pole position here for SQ1 though? Can he? And he's crossed the line and he goes. He's didn't improve there, but he will. We'll see him now.
He's going for his lap now. Formula Scythe trying to beat that. The quote going purple sector 1. So you can, I think you can take it away. I can. He's on his lap now. Okay, so we didn't have him. Sorry, Formula Scythe is going for another lap probably. He couldn't finish the last lap. Now. He takes first place by only 2 tenths, but it's probably not a serious lap, because I saw the red lights flashing in the last for some corners. So it's probably not a serious lap from him. He is going to be trying it again. Oh, and as Quota gets a five place grid penalty for illegal blocking. This is some unexpected results, unexpected penalties from him. This is pretty crazy. He gets a 5-place grid penalty for the sprint race, as Formula Scythe now retires from here. He thinks he can get that pole position, and he probably can, because Quota now got a 5-second place grid penalty. He cannot take pole position. It's going to be ruining his chances at winning the sprint race. But Estanos goes to first place with a beautiful lap, but only beating Formula Scythe by 1.5 tenths of a second. This is some unexpected lap from him beating Formula Scythe, who was confident that he could get P1, but Thanos comes out of nowhere and gets that purple sector 1, 2 and 3, taking pole position for the sprint qualifying. This is the sprint qualifying results of today's of this qualifying. Let's see what these guys can do from these places. Hello, Koda.
I got an unfair 5 place grid penalty. So
Okay,
yeah,
so are we remaking the lobby or?
we can't really. So you're just gonna have to do it like this.
Okay, so as you get here, viewers,
But
quota
I
getting.
think I have it. I don't know if I have it for the sprint race or for the main race.
I
Probably for the sprint race. I
I
hope for the
think you
sprint
got
race.
for the sprint race, but yeah, so
Yeah, it's really
it,
unfair. So.
it's a little bit unfair. I would think. I unfortunately didn't saw what happened, but now we can go.
Yeah.
Okay, so good luck on the
See ya.
race.
Thanks.
So as we now go on to the sprint race, 10 turns and 12 laps, uh, with these 15 drivers on the race, what can they do uh, from these positions? As Thanos takes first place, then and Formula 5 taking second place. Now we're gonna see if Quota got the 5 place grid penalty, which by his saying it was unfair for the sprint or the main race. If it's the main race, it's going to be a hard climb back up. But if he didn't, it's probably not gonna matter that much. The main race is the main priority for all the people here. Okay, so this is going to be a formation lap. As Quota, we can see got the 5 place grid penalty for the sprint race. So he's going to be delighted with that. So it doesn't bring his main race chances. Formation lap now, everybody trying to warm up those tires as much as possible to get them hot as possible for the race start. As Thanos, Formula 5, Alex, Quillis, John, Sir Leclerc, GTA Smithy, Bota, Mr. LFC Gamer and D-Meg is in the top 10. And not a lot of people going out on the softs in the qualifying, but probably because they're trying to save those soft tires for the actual qualifying, trying to get that best lap for the main race. As yes, Tim Boy and Harry got disqualified, probably because of some internet problems or connection issues. As we can see, Formula Scythe and Thanos actually got disqualified for some. Formula Scythe got disqualified for some reason. I'm not sure why, but so Alex is going to start from, I mean, theoretical pole position. I'm not sure what happened here. Okay, no, Thanos didn't. Alex Sedge, 5 lights. And we're on the way. Thanos leading still into the first corner. Formula 5 getting overtaken by 2 people, Alex and Quillis. They're going side by side. The 2 RBs lead the pack right as we come out of the corner. Sir Leclerc, a freeway battle here. As now Meshu goes for the inside, trying to dive bomb, but it's free wide into the second corner. Still, some Formula 5 takes back first place and trying to get that overtake done on Quillis. Can he do it? Yes, he can. He goes for the inside and he can convert into the third corner. Coming out to the tricky section of this track, if you can say that. Now Formula 5 leading the pack, coming from second place to now first place into the first lap, and Quillis actually gaining some places, I think like 3 or 4 even. Now GTA Smithy coming out of absolute nowhere from I think 7 or 8 place, going now onto the second place, only 4 tenths behind Formula Scythe, and Quillis trying to hunt him down and get that at second place. Now DRS open for Sir Leclerc, but Thanos to Meshu, or Sir Leclerc or Meshu trying to get that overtake done, but he had to defend against Alex. And now Formula Scythe and GTA Smithy go side by side into the third corner. What can they do? Still side by side. Little bit of forcing Formula Scythe out of the track, GTA Smithy did. But is that a fair advantage? And is there a fair overtake on from GTA Smithy? As now D-Mag also gaining some places from 10th place. Formula Scythe still trying to get that little bit of bumping of Quillis and Formula Scythe, as GTA Smithy goes fastest at the track. Quillis dive bombing as switchback comes through. GTA Smithy opens the doesn't have DRS open, probably as 3 wide going into the second place. First, a second corner 2 wide. Formula Scythe comes out of nowhere from 3rd place, going back to 1st place, still going side by side. He's going to have the inside advantage. Can he convert it? Yes, he can. He now up to 1st place, as GTA Smithy has had a major issue and takes Thanos with him too. Goes down to 6th place, and Thanos pushes Thanos down to 8th. Probably a mistake from GTA Smithy, and now Formula Scythe has the perfect chance to get away from Quillis as much as possible, but he cannot gain that 1 second lead for him to get out of the DRS zone. Now Alex is going to go inside of Quillis, but Quillis comes back with a switchback. He's going to have DRS. He's going to get the slipstream from Formula Scythe for 1 second. He's going to go and try to go into the inside. He can go, and he made the overtake. As Meshu is just trying and is doing some overtakes here, overtaking Crash Dash now up to 3rd place, as Madu got that 3-second penalty and John got a 3-second penalty. What happened with John? Probably a mistake from him. Now he's going down to 17th place. Alex still trying to get the 2nd place on his 1st race. Not really trying to fight it out, but just trying to gain some time on Formula Scythe. They are trying that, but it's not really working, as Formula Scythe gets some better corner out of speed of the corner, and he can get some better places. But Quillis now only 2 tenths behind him. It's a very close battle from these guys. Formula Scythe starting from 2nd place, and Quillis starting I think from 5th place, maybe even. It's a very close battle. Who will get P1? Only 6 laps remaining of this race, or 6 and a quarter probably. They're very close. The first 4 places, even 5th place, is very close to each other. Meshu is coming from an unexpected result from him a little bit. 4th place, still trying to hunt down Alex and Quillis. Now 3 wide into the 2nd corner. Quillis going to try the dive bomb, but he couldn't, and he goes side by side with Formula Scythe. He's going to have the DRS. Is he going to try to get that overtake done? in this corner, and yes, he will, as Alex goes into the inside of Formula 5, but couldn't convert that attempt of the overtaking into a real overtake. So Leclerc still trying to get that opportunity of overtaking everyone to get that first place or even second or third place. He just trying to get that opportunity of them messing up or fighting too hard and taking out each other to him to gain those places. Very good pace from Meshu. Still Leclerc still trying, and Formula 5 now has DRS going to try to overtake. From the outside he goes side by side into the second corner, gets a little bit pushed out from the corner. Alex now gets the opportunity to go free side, and Alex gets 2 overtakes done within one corner, and Sir Leclerc going into the inside, some rapid. Alex messes up and takes himself down from the winning chances. Formula 5 back into first place as Sir Leclerc is now just creeping up behind Quillis and trying to get that overtake. From Alex's mistakes, he gains a place as GTA Smithy now comes back to 4th place after his horrendous mistake in the second or third lap. Formula 5 now back to 1st place. Can this man do something wrong? That is the hopes of Quillis. Probably. As there's Medu retiring from the session. 13th place. It's not a very good finish from him. And not an expected result. As now Alex Edge just trying to get back into the points, but can he? As Quillis overtakes for the lead and gets the 1st place on the 8th lap of this race. Only 5 laps remaining from this race, or 5 and pretty much a like quarter or a half. As there's some penalties, not looking good for the main race. For the people who get some penalties, as now Meshu gets the 3-second penalty, which he couldn't have, which he couldn't hope for, because that's not a good thing that to happen to him. As now Formula 5 goes for the overtake with DRS open. Can Meshu take 2nd place? He goes for the inside 3 wide into the 2nd corner, or at least 2 wide. Meshu still on the inside of Quillis. Can he convert it? No, he cannot. As now Quillis trying to chase down Formula 5 on the last 3 laps of the race. As Baldia retiring from the session, DNFing, unfortunately. As now Meshu is not going to fight that much. He knows he got a 3-second time penalty, so it would be impossible to make an overtake from the 1st and 2nd place. But Quillis and Formula 5 still could have some great battles. Last 3 laps of this race. Let's see who can come out on top. Now Quillis has DRS. Going really close behind Formula 5, trying not to waste any time, and he gets that overtake done. Formula 5 knowing that he doesn't need to fight against Quillis. He still got 2.5 laps of racing remaining. He knows he cannot trying to get that tricks. As now Alex get the 10-second time penalty. He gets a mistake, and he gets a 10-second time penalty. Not looking good for him, but looking good for the pace from him. As now Quillis still leading leading the pack. The two main places to overtake is the main straight, the second straight, and the third straight, which everyone that has a DRS zone. As now Formula Scythe gets DRS. Quillis goes onto the inside line trying to defend, but Formula Scythe not going to try to overtake. Maybe on this corner, on this straight, gets DRS again, going into Quillis' slipstream, going as close as possible. Great camera angle. Now goes for the inside. Can he do it? No, he cannot. Quillis defends like a champion. And the real racing man, little bit of wide line from Quillis, probably because of the tire wear, but coming now onto the last two corners. Well, Formula Scythe trying to get that first place into the last, going now into the last lap of this race. As Quillis gets a 3-second time penalty, Formula Scythe now knows that he cannot make any mistakes and cannot get a warning, because he still can manage to get that first place without fighting that much. Quillis letting Formula Scythe by. He knows he cannot fight for the front position or the first place right here, but Meshu can still get the second place. Now he could get the point, get that good points for the team and get some second place race results, because now the penalties cancel out each other. As Formula Scythe is going to come home and takes first place. Going now into the last two corners, doesn't need to mess up, and he doesn't. Now he can get even a 3-second time penalty. Formula Scythe wins the sprint race. What an absolute beauty of a racing this was. As Formula Scythe takes first place with Quillis just behind him, but gets unfortunate 3-second time penalty, and Sir Leclerc goes on to third place. Unexpected result from him, but a very great racing and a good result for him and the team. Stanos, unfortunate race start from him, goes fourth from pole position. He lost some places there, but that's still some good points for RB, and also Quillis helping RB out as for the constructors championship, as HRT Quota comes home to 5th place. You can see Formula Scythe right here. Taking first place from second place, but what an absolute beauty of a race that was. Formula Scythe taking a place, and Quillis coming out of 4th place, going to 2nd place. Also Meshu from 6th place, gaining 3 places and going to 3rd place. An absolute great result for him. And Quota from 8th place, coming home to 5th place. Crash Test also, and D-Mag. What a great result for most of these guys. So I can see the incident chat already in use, but these guys needs to keep their focus up, because there's still a main race qualifying and a 36 lap race, which is a lot of racing. Alex getting a good result at the sprint, but having really nice pace, getting the fastest lap at the end. It's definitely a great expectation from him, and a great result from him, that he can just see how these people race, and also how faster these people, as now the two Ferraris come out as fast as possible. Quota and DMAC right behind each other as always. Medu comes out too. Sean and the two McLaren still waiting in the pits as usual, as Thanos still waiting. Alex, the previous the race, very good pace on the race, but it's we're gonna see what can he do in the qualifying. Mostly everyone on the soft tires, except Quota and DMAG probably. They are on the mediums. They are on but they did a good job on the mediums in the sprint qualifying, so it's definitely going to be a good result from them, as now Quota invalidates both of his lap. He cannot start his lap because he invalidated this and next lap. It's a pretty weird rule of the F1 game. Now I think he probably cannot finish his lap with a lap time, but he can still try and help DMAG with some slipstream, and we can see he does help DMAG with slipstream. Now he goes out of DMAG's way. DMAG trying to get better results than the sprint qualifying. He come home at 10th place, I think, on the sprint qualifying. He's hoping that he can do a much better job in the main race qualifying. He probably could, as now Alex now on the last race or the last lap with a 104.6. What can DMAG do? He comes home with a 105.1, very off the pace, but he's on the mediums and he's beating a lot of people such as Buddy and Harry, also Medu. A lot of pace can be gained from DMAG, but here is the interesting driver, Quota. What can he do on the mediums? Here we saw a great performance from him on the last qualifying, but he got an unfortunate 5th place grid penalty. But can he get the pole position in this qualifying? His Formula 5 goes fastest with soft tires with 104.046. Now can Quota beat that time and get that provisional pole position on the mediums? No purple sector yet, but it comes home to 2nd place, which is a very great result on the mediums. Only about 30,000 of a second down from Formula 5. As Meshu, very great lap from him to a 104.7 on the medium tires. Only 1/10 down from Alex, who's on the softs and did a 104.6. As now John is on his lap, but he couldn't make his lap because he invalidated. Probably mistake from him not getting a lap in the early stages of this qualifying. He will have some traffic when he does his soft tires, or at least a lap in the race. As I can see now, he's going, or he's not going. I think Sir Leclerc is going into the pits. He's probably trying to get some space between him and Mr. LFC Gamer. He knows he needs a lot of space because he's fast. He needs a lot of time to warm up those tires and try to get as much ERS as possible, but Thanos is going right behind him on his out lap too, or warm up lap at least. Now John gets out the way, but there's still a Red Bull behind him. I think probably less Team Boy. Yes, he goes out into the pits too. As now John, setting up his lap, goes now. What can he do on this lap, on the soft tires too? He needs to get a great result. Didn't get a very great result on the sprint. I think he came home for 9th place, maybe. I'm not sure, but maybe. I'm definitely not sure about that. Good first sector. Probably I'm going to change some, not the telemetry, but lap data. Second sector, what can he perform? Only one or two, I think, one corner away from the second sector ending line. What is his time gonna be? It's going to be 45.2, a purple second sector. What a sector from John. Can he do that in the third sector too? Can he beat Formula Saif and get an unexpected result from him? What is his time gonna be? It's going to be a 104.969. That's just not enough for a great lap. A great second sector, but not a great ending result. He's 2/10 away from his teammates and 9/10 away from Formula Saif. That's a little bit. He needs to work on that a little bit. Now Alex is on his out lap on the soft tires, as does Formula Saif. Needs to get that improvement from him. Needs to get that improvement because Quota is very, very close to him, and that time was on the medium tires. So it's going to be a tough challenge for Formula Saif, but he invalidates and goes out probably. Goes back into the pits for another set of fresh, new soft tires. Now John is just probably on low fuel mode, or maybe on low fuel mode, just rolling back down to the pit lane. Now GTA Smith is starting his lap. What can he do? But firstly, we can see Alex. Great results from could have been a great result from him on the sprint, and a great result from him on the sprint qualifying. Can he do that here right now for on the main qualifying? We're gonna see not the first lap. I think not the purple sector 1. But can he get the purple sector 2? No, he cannot. Probably a warm-up lap still, because he's 1.4 and his lights are flashing. It's definitely a warm-up lap. Maybe a second warm-up lap as he goes now for his lap. Can GTA Smithy? He's on his warming up lap too. Now watching Quota, trying to get that pole position. He missed out on the sprint qualifying because of the 5th place grid penalty, and not trying that much. Goes for the second sector, and now what will his second sector be? Can he beat Formula Saif on that lap? Purple second sector, great sector from him, coming down to the last 2 corners right now. He doesn't need to invalidate here. He needs to just get that as clean as possible and not invalidate on the limit of the track. What will his time be? It's going to be a 104. Doesn't improve. 32 thousandths of a second, not improving. if he got the 30-second thousandths, then he would have been on first place on provisional pole, but he couldn't, as Alex goes third on the soft tires with a 104.287. Will the GTA Smithy try to get that and beat that time? Now John, I think on his warm-up lap still, yes he is on his warm-up lap, trying to get those tires up to temperature and get some results on the board, because he definitely doesn't want to get beaten by his teammate, as any of these drivers want. He got some great sprint results last season, but can he convert those sprint results into main results as he now goes back into the pits? He definitely needs to go back into the pits. He's on 4th laps old soft tires. Formula Sives now trying to get that pole position, provisional pole position, even further up, or even less time. Can he do it? A good second sector, which was I think purple, or at least minus 30 thousandths of a second, doesn't invalidate on the last lap. Goes for an interesting choice, and that's not going to be a good choice from him. Plus 60 thousandths of a second is not going to improve his time, but he's still on provisional pole position, which is a good result from him. We know that he's a fast driver and he can do a lot of great times and a lot of great racing action. As now D-Max is out from the pit lane, going into the pits. Probably he's on 2 laps, so 2 laps on softs. Not a lot of people out on the track. Only Medu trying to get that improved. Now, so he's the only one, and Crash Dash is coming out too, trying to get those 13th, 12th place up to like maybe a 10th or even top 5 results. Medu at the first race he got 2nd place in the main race. Can he convert or can he improve, or not improve, but recreate that first place? We will see. Still on his outlap though. Now gonna start his lap. Let's see what he can do. Starting his lap now. VDRL Open, trying to get as much as time possible into the first sector. Great first corner going in. As Yastin boy gets disqualified. It's from the qualifying session, so he's 15th place at the back of the grid. We will watch that, what will happen. As now Medu goes and tries to get that good lap in. Is a little bit off from the first place runners, but can he improve his time by at least beating Crash Dash or Harry even? No, he cannot. He's 5/10 away from his lap. As now Kota is on his out lap. Also GTA Smithy and Formula 5. All of them are fighting for that pole position. Also Alex and D-Mag, Baldia. Quill is still on the pit, but maybe he's not going to try that much to get that first place. But Quota definitely will, and he's going to start his lap right now. Gets some slipstream from his teammate D-Mag, who's trying to improve too. Gets DRS open, pushing as hard as possible. Overtake enabled. Gets a slipstream from DMAG. Good second turn. Hard turning from the steering wheel there, but it's not gonna matter. Lot of grip using that method on this game. Going for a little bit of locking off the tires, but that's probably in his plan and doesn't matter too much. One tenth down from his previous lap. Can he convert that? Can he convert that 1/10 down to a pole position, on provisional pole position? Not invalidating his lap, but on the edge of the. And he takes a provisional pole position with a 103.8. Can Formula 5 beat that? He cannot. He goes into the pit lane. It's going to be a second place or provisional second place for Formula 5. But can Alex, still on his warm up lap, can Alex get second place? Can he improve by 2/10 or almost 3/10 from his lap time? Can he over or at least get the second place? As Quota now takes provisional pole position at the end of qualifying, almost 2/10 off from Formula 5 or up from Formula 5. A great lap by Quota on the soft tires. As now almost everybody out in the track, trying to get their best laps in at the end of the race. Quota now will carefully watch Alex and see how can he perform here. Can he get that provisional pole position, or can he get at least second place? What's his time's gonna be? Can he beat his own time? He's 1.8 seconds up, 1.8 tenths up from his time with the second sector purple. That's a very, very great lap. Great result from him as Thanos goes third place. Can Alex get the third place? No, he can. Yes, he can. He beats Thanos by 10,000ths of a second. A great lap at the end from Alex, but he cannot beat Formula 5, but just missing out on beating Formula 5. He comes home to take third place for the main race, as Quota takes pole position for the race, for the main race, trying to make it back-to-back victories on the league. Alex, a newcomer, comes home to third place. Very, very great qualifying from him. First qualifying on this league. We already saw that he got a lot of race pace and a good potential of winning this race if he doesn't make the mistakes he did on the sprint race. The race results, or the qualifying results for the main race. Quota takes first place and beating Formula 5 by 1.62 tenths. Formula 5 takes second. Alex taking third position as Thanos is fourth. Quill is fifth. GTA Smithy sixth. Meshu seventh. 8 is DMAG. John is 9, and Baltia closing out the top 10 of qualifying. What an exceptional qualifying this was. A last minute times from everyone. Now we're waiting for the race start. Waiting for the race to start and see these guys in action, or at least waiting for the formation lap, because there's going to be a formation lap before the race. Waiting for the players. again. I don't think there is any rain expected here. There's no clouds in the sky, but it's a 35 laps race or 36 lap race. It's definitely going to be some unexpected, maybe, but maybe not, as now Quarter leads the formation lap. Almost, I think everybody is almost on the medium tires. Try and see. Yeah, everybody's on the medium tires except Yestin Boy, who tries to get some places from last place. Everybody on the medium, probably going for that medium hard strategy. Let's see who will get that first place after the first corner. As Valdia and Mr. LFC Gamer get sent back to the grid. They're not disqualified for any of the viewers, but the game is just a little bit weird sometimes. As now Formula Science overtakes Kota. Kota warming up his tires, braking, and get the temperature up in those brakes. For some reason we cannot really see the grid from the front, or at least not yet, as now D-Max gonna take his place at 8th place. As yeah, so 5 lights and away we go. Quota gets a great start, but Formula 5 goes side by side with him. Going down the first corner, Formula 5 takes the first place, but Quota tries that switchback on him, and he can pull it off. Thanos goes to 3rd place, still trying to overtake Alex on the outside, but the other RB is overtaking Alex too. The 2 RBs gaining some places in the first corner, in the first straight of the lap. The 2 RBs fighting for the 4th place or 3rd place. But now Quillis backs out and gets some pressure from GTA Switty, who overtakes him on the or tries to overtake him on the outside. But Quota and Formula 5 is fighting too. Quota will try to go on the outside, but that was a mistake from him. He couldn't convert, as now the 2 RBs are fighting with each other to get the 3rd place. But their main objective is to not get left behind, as now GTA Smithy pressuring Quillis and overtaking him. They're still side by side, but GTA Smithy a little bit of pushing against Quillis, forcing him off the track, but he gets the overtake done and tries to get the other RB. Now Quillis overtaking Alex back, but Alex going for the switchback. Side by side through they come on the fourth corner, and Alex gets out on top. Oh no, Quillis gets out on top, overtaking Alex in the 4th corner officially. As Formula 5 and Quota still just chilling and trying to get away from the grid as much as possible. And Dima gaining a place. Quota goes for the fastest lap. Meshu is going to try to overtake DMAG, but he cannot convert the DRS advantage on against DMAG. I mean, who has DRS too, but is a little bit far away. And now Meshu goes for the inside. Side by side they come, little bit of contact, no damage though. Some parts flying away from Meshu's car. As Quota overtakes Formula 5 and GTA Spitty overtakes Thanos too. Now GTA Spitty just going and trying to get that second place. He's trying to climb to the top one by one, overtaking everyone. He overtake the two visas, maybe with a bit of contact, but he'd overtake both of them. Thanos trying to get his place back at the top, as Madhu has retired from the session, and Crash Dash is already in the pace, probably happened with some damage, as Formula 5 overtakes Quota. Quota not trying to fight, but just trying to get away from the rest of the field. That is not happening, because GTA Smithy is pushing as hard as he can and trying to stay in Quotas and Formula 5's DRS. Now goes for the inside of Quota, now turns into the outside, and he cannot keep it there, but he definitely put some pressure on Quota into the 4th and 5th corners. It's definitely going to be a hard race for Quota and a hard race for everyone else who's in front of in GTA Smithy. Will try to hunt them down one by one, as there's our first penalties with V17 Baldia getting a 3-second time penalty. Now Quota overtakes Formula 5, but they're still side by side they go. Quota has the DRS advantage, Formula 5 doesn't. Almost 3 wide into the 3rd corner, a little bit of contact as GTA Spitty goes through GTA Spitty, overtaking 2 people on the 4th corner of the lap. What a beautiful move from GTA Smithy. Absolutely wonderful. He takes the place from Formula 5 and Quota while they were battling it out. Beautiful recreation of Hamilton from 2023, but now Quota overtaking him back. And Quota doesn't get the DRS. GTA Smithy goes for the overtake. Quota keeps it in the inside. Can GTA Smithy convert his lap? Yes, he can. And Formula 5 and Quota still going with each other, but there's safety out. Squillis gets a 10-second time penalty for I don't know what reason, but he gets one. Safety car, we didn't see it since the first race. Now there's an opportunity for everyone to go out onto the pits and change his tires to the hard tires and try to finish the race on that and trying to gain some places. A lot of opportunities with the safety car. Here is GTA Smithy going to go onto the box. As you can see, Quota and Formula 5, both of them going. This GTA Smithy goes out in the box, late lunge into the box. All of the front runners are going into the box now. GTA Smithy changing his tires to the hards. A little bit of double stack on from the Ferrari boys. Mr. LFC Gamer and Quillis, both of them didn't go out in the pits. Could have been a bad choice, but we're gonna see at the end. Is it going to get? Was it a good strategy for Quillis and Mr. LFC Gamer to stay out on the mediums, or was it a pretty bad choice. Achilles gets a 10-second time penalty, which could be ruining his race winning chances. Almost everyone except Yes Team Boy, Achilles and LFC Gamer they didn't go out in the pits, but everyone else did. I think almost everyone on the hard tires, yes they do. Only Thanos went into the medium tires. Very interesting choice with almost 30 laps still remaining of this race. Interesting choice from him, but is he going to manage to finish the race on those? We will see at the end of 36 laps or at the end of like 20 laps, because that could be the end of this tire. GTA Smithy going to second place with a beautiful move with at the right time and catching the opportunity from Quota and Formula Sci fighting to gaining 2 places within 1 corner. That's definitely a highlight for the race. As everyone carefully getting or at least going behind the safety car and Mr. FC Gamer, just trying to keep their tires warm. As Yes Team Boy has gained 7 positions, as now safety car is in this lap. Can what Mr. LFC can do on the restart, and of course there's no overtaking before the timing line, which is probably not a good news for GTA Smithy, because he's definitely a little bit faster than Mr. LFC Gamer. But let's see the restart art from the safety car. Quota going side by side with Formula Sci and everyone going. As the LFC Gamer has restarted the race, missed GTA Smithy little bit of lacking from his part. 3/10 off from LFC Gamer, but of course none of the people here have DRS, as GTA Smithy tries to overtake LFC Gamer. Can he do it? Yes, he can. He goes for the inside, but still side by side, but he can convert it to the first place. Now his only objective is to defend that position and get as far away as possible from Formula Sci and Quota. But LFC Gamer goes for the late lunge into the inside, ruining GTA Smithy race pace, as now he pushes out Formula Sci. That's a very, very dirty move from Mr. LFC Gamer. That's definitely going to be a penalty, ruining Formula Sci's chances of first place. Now 9th place Formula Sci goes. That's definitely going to be a penalty to Mr. LFC Gamer, ruining, or at least almost ruining, the chances of GTA Smithy and pushing Formula Sci out of the track. It's very interesting. As now Quota goes to the first place, coming from 3rd place. He overtakes 2 people. Exceptional move from Quota, and the power of DRS we can show here. It's Alex, and Thanos goes to 3rd place, as Achilles now 10th. A weird strategy choice from him, but it's definitely he can definitely come back to at least get some great points, maybe even top 5 or top 8. Quota leading the race at the 10th lap, going now for the 11th lap. Thanos on the fresher tires, or the softer tires, but it seems like it's not really that enough to gain that much pace against GTA Smithy, who's still trying to get the DRS from Quota and overtake Quota. A little bit of bumping between Thanos, as now Sir Leclerc going for trying to go for that move, but he backs out of overtake opportunity, as they're just following each other close behind. Now Harry retires from the session. Fortunately, no safety car is deployed. GTA Smithy just trying to keep it inside the DRS zone, as I think Alex got a 3-second time penalty, and also Meshu got a 3-second time penalty. So that is a real race there, because the penalties cancel out each other. So as now LFC Gamer has retired from the session. Maybe he felt bad, maybe he didn't feel that he deserved that place, or maybe he just got some unfortunate problems. But Formula Saf now has from getting his race ruined by LFC Gamer and getting taken out almost by LFC Gamer, now comes back up to 6th place, as Alex and Thanos and Meshu fighting for 4th place. Alex overtaking Thanos, as GTA Smithy and Quota is going side by side into the corner. Is GTA Smithy going to try here? No, he will not. He will try. He will wait for the DRS opportunity, and he will try to overtake then. Big straight coming up after the main straight, trying to break that slipstream from Alex. He will get the DRS from Mr. Quota. Can he overtake? And is Quota going to fight against him? He's going to fight, or at least try to fight against Alex. Big locking up from Quota. Alex is going to try and get that overtake done. Can he get that overtake done? Yes, he can. Now he's in front of Quota. GTA Smithy goes 2 places down as Alex takes the lead of the race, overtaking GTA Smithy with a late lunge inside, onto the inside, as Yestin Boy gets another 3-second time penalty, but that's not ruining his chances at all, as Alex now just hopes that Quota gets a 3-second time penalty, but from Melbourne, or at least experience from Melbourne, Quota is not going to get 3-second time penalty. He's not the type of guy who gets warnings for track limits. So he would definitely, or at least try not to get those penalties. As GTA Smithy gets, at least has a 3-second time penalty too. So this is almost straight winning for Quota, if we can get those tires to the end and not get a warning. GTA Smithy keeping Quota under pressure of these and seeing where can he find a move to go into the inside or the outside of Quota. Quota knows that he doesn't need to fight for Alex here, because he has a 3-second time penalty. The main objective for Quota here is to not get that 3-second time penalty and try to keep it on the track as much as possible. But he will try to go onto the inside, and he can. Alex is going to try for the switchback, but he couldn't get that switchback at that much better Now they're side by side into the second corner. Big lock up from Quota. That's gonna advance his tires into more tire wear. He couldn't get that overtake as GTA Smithy goes for the inside of Quota and spawns and back to 5th place. Unfortunate from GTA Smithy. Unfortunate spawn. Definitely a very pretentious move onto a Quota, and he got the prize with a. It was definitely a big risk, big reward. Overtaking opportunity, and he unfortunately got the risk out of it and the bad out of it, and he spun, but he's up to back to 5th place. I don't know if the resetting to track is going to matter, but we will see. As Meshu is up to 4th place again. Very great races from Meshu here. As now Formula Size overtakes GTA Smithy and tries to get back on the top of the leaderboard, or at least the race. Now Quota trying to overtake Alex and get the overtake on the track and not off the track after the penalties or after the race. He's trying to get that overtake fair and square and not just fade out the penalties. He's looking into the inside of Alex, but he is not gonna try. He knows it's a risky move to overtake there. As GTA Smithy overtakes Formula Sive back, and Formula Sives now will get the DRS here on the second straight. Can he overtake GTA Smithy back? We will see. He looks into the inside, but he cannot get his place back. But he will get another opportunity with another DRS straight. Goes into the inside, pushes GTA Smithy out. A little bit of dirty move as Sherlock, or at least John, has overtook GTA Smithy. He saw the opportunity and he got the opportunity as Thanos made a mistake and let Meshu up to 3rd place. As Formula 5 gets a 3-second time penalty again for leaving the track, and he could have got another 3-second time penalty for that dangerous move on GTA Smithy, pushing him out the outside of the track. But now John is defending, at least try to defend against GTA Smithy, as Quota has done a major mistake as he goes down to 5th place. That's an unexpected mistake from Quota. Can he get at least? No, he cannot. He cannot overtake back GTA Smithy. As now John goes to 4th place. What a beautiful move from John, and a beautiful opportunity from the other guys to John. As GTA Smithy and Formula 5, a little bit of rivalry probably on the way here. As the two Ferraris on 7th and 8th place with no penalties, but a very great but unfortunate race. And now GTA Smithy goes onto the inside in this corner to try. Formula 5 has pushed GTA Smithy out. What a move from there! And Quota has got into the accident too. Formula 5 definitely will be getting a penalty from that. Very dangerous moves from Formula 5. What a race! As they're gonna go. Formula 5 and John is now on the 2nd turn. What an absolutely outrageous move from Formula 5, pushing GTA Smithy almost out of the race, and getting some bad penalty points, but probably he will be getting some bad penalty points because that's just not a fair way to overtake a person. Now Thanos knows that he just as Meshu takes the lead of the race, an unexpected pace coming from Meshu. Some say that he might be GOTV. What a race from Meshu, taking the lead. He only hopes to Thanos to get a 3-second time penalty or to go out in the pits. He's going to fight against Alex. Goes into the inside. Alex needs to leave some space. Tries to go for the switchback as Quota gets a 3-second time penalty. Probably some commentator jinx or something, because he didn't get any 3-second time penalties in Australia, but he gets a 3-second time penalty here. Meshu goes for the interesting dive bomb. Well, let's tries to dive bomb Alex, but it's not going to work as Quota is now on to 7th place, overtook GTA Smithy, who he got in a accident with, and DMAG still in 6th place, following Formula Scythe within 3 seconds. He knows that he doesn't have a penalty yet. Stanos pits from 3rd place. As he will needs to do another stop. The medium tire didn't manage to go unto the end of the race. As Meshu with a beautiful, absolutely beautiful race goes to first place, as they're still fighting with Alex. But Formula Scythe is 3rd, but he has a 6-second time penalty, and he gets overtaken by John right now onto the 3rd corner. But an incredible race from the newcomer and Meshu. Both have 3-second time penalties, and also John still can get in the mix of that, because, you know, the penalties cancel out each other, so it definitely could be a good race results here. And also for DMAG it could be a good race result, but Sir Leclerc is just trying to get his first win in the league. What beautiful race from and every one of them. Sir Leclerc gaining 5 places and John gaining 6 places in the race. Now Formula Scythe overtaking John back, but it's not gonna matter. He has a 6-second time penalty. So Leclerc is still just following Alex behind. Knows that he needs to finish this race on these tires, so definitely is trying not to waste them too much. Very close behind each other. Now less than 10% on Alex. As Sir Leclerc goes for the move into the inside. What beautiful move on that corner. Not a lot of drivers goes for that move there. GTA Smithy gets other 3-second time penalties. Beautiful racing from both of these guys. As Alex now with DRS advantage goes for the overtake and gets the overtake done. Thanos with the fastest lap of the race. He is on 2 laps hard though, as Crash Dash gets a 10-second time penalty. It's not going to matter at all for him, as Meshu tries for the overtake into the inside but couldn't convert it to an overtake, actual overtake there. Now they're just following each other. Now John is out of the equation too. He has a 6-second time penalty, so he needs to be careful with Formula Scythe, because now those penalties cancel out each other too. And also he needs to be careful with DMAG, because if D-Mac keeps it in 6 seconds, D-Mac can actually get to third place at the end after the penalties. As now Meshu goes for the inside and tries to overtake Alex. Can he? Yes, he can. But Alex with a switchback, he's going to have DRS. Is he going to overtake ERS, DRS, and he gets it done. Goes back to first place. Very great racing for first place here at the Austrian GP at round 5. The newcomer Alex, couldn't see him before the races, but it happened in this league that a newcomer won a race, and it could happen with Alex too. But also Meshu with a great performance here at the race, in the main race, gaining 6 places, and just being calm and collected, and waiting for the opportunity to overtake everyone. Now he's waiting for the opportunity to maybe Alex make a mistake, but he goes for the tries to go for the inside. He's going to have DRS? Is he going to try to overtake on turn 3? As now the two Ferrari boys are fighting a little bit with each other, or at least they're close to each other, as Formula Saif overtakes John into the third corner. Now D-Mac back to 5th place. The teammates fighting with each other, but D-Mac knows that he cannot lose this position, because Kota. But D-Mac makes a mistake and he loses out on 5th place and 6th place. He made a major mistake there. It's not going to be good for him. The pressure got to him. Maybe some commentator jinx to the pressure and the frustration got to him with those two fast drivers behind him. He made a mistake and he loses out on 5th and 6th position too. But he can, if he keeps it within 3 seconds of quota, he can still get 5th place back. But it doesn't look like he is going to get that 5th place, because GTA Smithy and Quota is going far away from, or at least pulling away from him a little bit. Still a good fight for first place with these two great drivers. Formula Saif is now up to 3rd place. The only hope is to get, or at least to Sir Leclerc to get a 3-second time penalty. As D-Mac gets a 3-second time penalty, that's not good for him. He still can get 6th place, but it's very hard. Or maybe not that hard, but he's going to have to keep that pace up and stay behind Kota and GTA Smithy as close as possible. But he goes for the inside of GTA Smithy, and that's a very great move from D-Mac, but he couldn't go to the first for the 5th place, or 6th place at least. Now Meshu back to the top of the race, still battling it out with D-Mac. Another mistake from his part. What an absolute problem with is that goes down to 8th place. That's not a good, that is an unfortunate from him, or an unfortunate circumstances against him, and some pressure forcing him to make some mistakes, and going back to 8th place, as still Alex and Sir Leclerc fighting for that 1st place. Also Formula Saif and John for that 3rd place, and GTA Smithy and Quota now side by side into the second corner. GT Smithy comes out on top though. What can these guys do from there's still 8 laps remaining or 7.5 laps remaining of this race. I know 8.5 laps remaining of this race. What can they do, and are they going to get that tires off or not? Still 60% ERS for Alex, and only 20% on only 20% for Sir Leclerc. So he definitely needs to manage that ERS better. $70, $80, $80, $90% ERS for Quota, and only 40, 50, 40% for GT Smithy. Definitely Alex trying to get away from Meshu as fast as possible, draining his battery a little bit. I'm not going to watch it because that could be a competitive advantage for the other people. Now Meshu about 8 seconds behind, 8 tenths behind Alex. That's still a good position. He can still come back from, and he can hope for Alex to get another 3 seconds, because that would be almost a guaranteed race win if he doesn't get a other 3-second time penalty. But now he's out of the DRS, and Formula Scythe is into the DRS of Meshu. Did Meshu little bit of mistakes maybe? We couldn't see that much, but 1.5 now off from Alex. For as John goes for the inside of Formula Scythe, he will have, both of them will have DRS, but who has more ERS, which they can use to overtake each other? John goes for the inside, and he gets the overtake done. Beautiful move from John. Now Meshu still just now 2 seconds off from Alex. He trying to get back to the top, but his tire wear is probably not letting him go that much, as there's a yellow sector, sector 2, probably caused by Justin Boy or D-Mag, don't really know. 25-second time penalty for crash dash also. Formula Scythe is looking into the inside of John, but now John has another 3-second time penalty, 9 seconds for John. It's not really a fight for him right now, and it's not really a fight for Meshu, because he only has a 3-second time penalty, while the person, both of the person in front of them has a 6 or 9-second time penalty. He just needs not to get another warning or any penalties for leaving the track. Alex is now pulling away, trying to get his first victory of his first main race of this league. Joined this morning, or at least this afternoon, before the race like an hour ago or 2 hours ago. He tries to get that first place. So Leclerc tires are probably giving out a lot. He's getting away from Formula Scythe. He needs to get back up to at least 3 seconds of John and Formula Scythe. He needs to keep in mind that if he is in 3 seconds of Formula Scythe, he will still get second place because of the penalties. But it's very good opportunity for him to gain back up some places because of John and Formula Scythe fighting. Maybe John is trying to hold Formula Scythe back a little bit for Meshu to stay in the DRS and stay within 3 seconds of both of them, and also gaining some time to Alex. John is, so we will see if what they can do, as GT Smithy gets another 3-second time penalty. That's now 9 seconds of time penalties, but that's still not going to be enough for DMAC to get the 7th place, but it is going to be enough for Quota to get 6th place maybe. Formula South goes for that overtake again on John. This is not technically a real fight, because John has a 9-second time penalty. John is only hoping for Formula South to get another 3 seconds, because if John could force some mistakes onto Formula South, he can be he can make a he will have 9 seconds. Formula South will have 9 seconds, and the penalties will cancel each other. Also, keep in mind that Formula South made some dirty overtakes, or at least dirty moves and unfair moves on GTA Smithy, and almost almost took out GTA Smithy from the race, and almost took out Quota, which is very questionable, and could get some time penalties at the end of the race or after the race, which can change these results a lot. So that's probably why John is still fighting, as Formula South now gets a little bit of spun out from John. A little bit of contact between those two, but Meshu goes up to 3rd place and goes up to 2nd place theoretically because of the penalties. Formula South is now behind Meshu and trying to overtake him back, as John gets another 3-second time penalty. That's not good news for him. Meshu and Formula South battling it out on the track, but Meshu needs to keep in mind that this is a very good result for him, and he just needs to get that 2nd place fair and square, and also not get some penalties after the race, after the results. As Thanos spins trying to overtake Meshu, and he couldn't convert, but now Quota has a chance of greatness here if he catches up to Meshu, but only 1.5 laps remaining of this race. Can he gain 2.6 seconds within 1 lap? No, I probably think he couldn't. Meshu still has one objective, and that is to keep 3 seconds from Formula South and John. Alex, if he doesn't make a mistake, it's almost a guaranteed win because of those penalties. Stanos has now a 16-second time penalty, which is a lot of penalties, but that's still not going to be enough for DMAC to get that 7th place. Some mistakes from DMAC's part, and of course that couldn't help him in the race. Meshu keeping it close of Formula South and almost just try to not fight with each other and wait for that. But John and Formula South going for the going face to face with each other, as John gets pushed down a little bit, but it's still a good fight, because it still could be good for John, because Formula South could get some after the race, some penalties, as Alex now comes comes home to take victory at Austria, his first race of the league, comes home to win. Sir Leclerc 2nd, beautiful finish from him. PHRT Mr. Quota and 3rd, Formula South 4th, which could be It could be a on not not a finish result if you think about it, because he could have gained some penalties. Also, uh, can DMAG get that 7th place because of Thanos gaining that problem? No, he cannot gain uh, 7th place. GTSBT has unfortunately, I mean, he left the session, so this won't be the uh, final results. But Alex takes the win after a beautiful race in this messing up the sprint race, but taking victory at the main race, which is the most important part. Meshu with a beautiful race, gaining 6 places, taking 2nd place. Some unexpected results for him. Also Quota taking 3rd place after getting into the accident with GT Smithy that was caused by Formula 5. It was definitely a great result for Quota there. Also Alex and Meshu got a good result. So here are the almost the end results from the results from the sprint and the race. Alex with 25 points, taking overall best results and most points from this race weekend. Meshu with 24 points, just missing out with 1 point from the sprint probably. 24 points, very great results for the McLarens, and Formula 5 taking 20 points. So this is the end result of the race. Alex from 3rd place getting to 1st place, and 7th place to 2nd place for Meshu. Now we will go on to the interviews. These great drivers. Okay, I don't know if Alex is here. Can we see Alex? 1 minute. Oh, sorry. So I'm gonna wait 1 second, maybe to Alex to join. We will see if
Meshu isn't coming. I don't think Alex is either.
okay. Well, Dakota just typed in the chat. We will have a okay. I see that Alex is doing the interviews, so we will wait for him. I don't know if he knows that he needs to join this call. I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Now we go into the interviews. 1st place, Alex. Very great job. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, very great job on your 1st race actually. Great race pace from the sprint race. A little bit of a mistake caused you not to finish in the points, but you came back on top for the main race. What are your thoughts on the race?
On the sprint race, if I'm allowed to say it, it was kinda bad because I did a little big mistake. But it is what it is. On the main race, I say I had really good pace. I had consistency, and I needed to do what I needed to do. It was kinda good overall.
Yeah,
in my point of view.
it was definitely a great race between you and Meshu. So great strategy and of course great racing and clean racing between you two. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, so Meshu is not joining. Then going to third place, Quota. So you got third place after an unfortunate accident with GTA Smithy that was caused by Formula Scythe, in my opinion, at the last corner. What are your thoughts on the crash?
Yeah, I don't know why you would go side by side in that corner. It's just stupid. Probably Smithy's fault for trying to go side by side because he was behind him initially, but in the end it was probably Formula Safe's fault because he turned into him. Yeah, and then I just couldn't do anything, couldn't turn away, couldn't avoid that. Also impacted my teammate. He lost time from that, and then after that, I was fighting with I was fighting, and I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember someone had a big moment, and then yeah, I just got fucked even more. So
Yeah, it was definitely an unfortunate race. You took pole position, and great start, battling with Formula Scythe at the first 10 laps maybe, or 5 or 8 laps. You were battling it out with Formula Scythe, but after I don't know really what happened, but you went back to 8th place, I think, and then just you came back on top, so that was matters at the end. You took some great points for the Ferraris and came home 3rd place, which is a great result.
yeah, I'm quite happy with the result considering what the race was, but we will see if there will be any after race penalties for anyone.
Yeah, we will definitely see. Congratulations and great race.
Thanks.
Okay, now going on to John. A great race for you too. I think you can. Not a lot of penalties for you, but maybe after the race penalties could help you get to 4th place because of Formula Science's some dangerous moves against some people. But great race between you and Formula Scythe. What are your thoughts with his racing and also just the whole race overall?
Well, let's start with the penalties. I mean, I wouldn't have had 15 seconds worth of penalties if Scythe hadn't been pushing me off the track and brake testing me. So there's that. But then we also have to go into the absolutely no pace that I had the entire time. I mean, my setup wasn't that good, and on the mediums it was atrocious. But when we got onto the hards, started doing a bit better. I think the race was good. My objective was to help Mesh secure the points, and we did that. So I think we put ourselves into the constructors' fight.
Yeah, you guys definitely did some great teamwork there. Meshu got 2nd place. I mean, I think not mostly, but you helped him definitely a lot by battling with Scythe and keeping Meshu into 3 seconds of you guys and then getting him to the 2nd place. Great race for your constructors, McLaren. So I think you guys will maybe go first, at least first place onto the constructors. I'm not sure,
Not about that.
but
I don't know if we go first.
I think
Maybe
you
so.
will. I think you will, because DMAG got an unfortunate, made some mistakes unfortunately, and came home to 8th place. So I think that's a first place for McLaren in the Constructor Champions. But great race and congratulations to you too.
Thank you.
Okay, going into Yes Tim Boy, I think. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, some DNFs and some disqualifications maybe, and yeah, maybe some disqualifications help you get into the points on your first race with Red Bull. I mean,
I've got,
great finish
I've
for
got to say
Red Bull.
there was no positives overall there, except the fact I got lucky and got in the points. It was very bad sprint, very bad race, got lapped. Only one person didn't lap us, but luckily with DNFs, I think it was mainly because I didn't pit under the safety car with that free stop. If I pitted, I may have had a better chance of getting more points and staying up top. But I'm just happy to get in the points, to be honest.
Yeah, it was definitely a good that you got in the points, because Red Bull is not really at the top of the standings, if I say so
No,
myself. So yes, 1 point. It's good for the constructors. Every point counts, and
yeah.
it's great. So yeah, congratulations to you two to getting the points, and
Thank you. Hopefully next week.
yeah. Okay, so great racing today, and some great action for the first place, and also down to the middle of the field. Great action there too. This is the end of round 5 of the Austrian GP. A long weekend, but it was definitely packed full of action and racing. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to see you next week for round 6 of GP VDRL. Sorry, of I think not Bahrain. 1 second. Wait, I'm going to.
Mexico.
Of Mexico on 16th of February, just after Valentine's Day. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you next week. Goodbye.
Yeah.
That was a brilliant race.